that all of us have altered states, whether they're mild altered states from going and watching a sunrise or drinking some hot chocolate, or whether they're very strong altered states, like taking a psychedelic drug. All of us have a relationship to altered states. And at the same time, whenever we start to talk about altered states, and whenever we talk about psychiatric medications, immediately there can come in a shamer. There can come in that one would say, wait a second, why are you doing this? Why you shouldn't be doing it. This is not good for you. Look at you, what are you? There's a shamer that comes in. There's like a ghost. We're haunted by the presence of a figure that might be critical or judging us. And so one of the very first things that I really think is important to do is to recognize that all of us have substances or behaviors that even medications or recreational drugs that cause some kind of altered state in our life. It's normal. It's part of being human, mild, extreme, and that to recognize that that shamer, whether it's the pill shamer or the food shamer or the drug shamer, that shamer is in the room. And I want to talk back to that and say, hey, no, we don't want your criticism right now. We really want to accept and validate and welcome people's experience. And this really gets to one of the first essential teachings that I want to convey about psychiatric medications, is that they're substances, they're drugs, they cause altered states. And what we've done in society is that we've created kind of this wall between the recreational substances over here, like chocolate, people said tobacco, alcohol, and the altered states that are associated with those recreational substances. And then on the other side of the wall over here, there are the psychiatric medications. And this is a very, very important thing to understand, that it is essential that we recognize that it's not a wall, it's an umbrella. That as soon as we see that all of these substances are psychoactive, all of them cause changes in consciousness, in emotion, in our awareness, then the conversation gets a lot easier. So the first thing, essentially, one of the things I want to do here is to provide you with some essentials, is to recognize that there's a shamer around that's going to say you should do this or you shouldn't do this. The second thing is that there's another ghost, which is the ghost of the silencer, the expert, the one that says, wait a second, you can talk about alcohol or you can talk about tobacco, but no, 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 no. You can't talk about your Xanax. You can't talk about your Effexor. You can't talk about the Abilify that you take, or the Ambien that you take to sleep. That those are things that we absolutely can't talk about because those are the purview of the experts. And in my work, what I've seen is that those two ghosts, those two influences, when they're unexamined, they can be crippling. They can be paralyzing. They can shut us down. And my belief fundamentally, as someone who has survived a diagnosis of schizophrenia, I've been in very difficult extreme states, I've been in hospitals, my belief is that when we talk about these things, when we explore them, when we create connection around them, that's when healing and change is possible.